Here to discuss stories making news in business is Journal Record editor Ted Struley. Businesses in the state's two largest cities, Ted, are performing above the national average. How is that affecting potential buyers?
Well, it's costing them a little more if they want to buy a business. We had some data from bizbuysell.com, an online business brokerage, that showed that Oklahoma's prices of businesses are just slightly ahead of the national average. 2013 was a very robust year. It was record-setting for business sales, and 2014 is on pace to match that.
The Oklahoma County Jail is facing a critical deadline.
Yeah, they have a deadline coming up in about 7 months from the Department of Justice. They have to make some corrections in the facility, and as it turns out, we learned this week, they also have some deficiencies in their health care and mental health care areas. If those aren't corrected by the deadline, we could be subject to the federal government forcing us to build a new facility or substantially renovate the one we have.
An Oklahoma coal producer is having another good year. What's the story?
That's Alliance Resource Partners. The last quarter, they were up about 12.6%, or about $116 million in profits for the quarter. They've had growth for 14 consecutive years, and the coal business is pretty outstanding.
The Downtown College Consortium in Oklahoma City is shutting its doors. What's behind the move?
Well, it's kind of a victim of the internet. They formed that, 5 local colleges formed that about 18 years ago to make it convenient for people to attend class and register and buy books and so forth. It's no longer really necessary. People can do it online now.
The Oklahoma City Council has approved financial assistance for construction of new apartment units.
Yeah, a little over $4 million for 2 projects. One of them is in Midtown in Oklahoma City at 10th and Chartel. That's getting about 3/4 of the money. It's a much larger project. The other's on Oklahoma Avenue between Northeast 2nd and 3rd Streets. They're getting about $1 million toward a 100-unit complex there.
A landfill near Sand Springs is turning waste into wattage. How does that work?
Yeah, it's just west of Sand Springs, American Environmental Landfill, and a company called Montauk Energy out of Pittsburgh has been taking methane out of the 70-acre landfill for the past year. They have a contract to resell that to a wholesale provider here. They put about 3.2 megawatts of electricity back onto the grid that's resold in Oklahoma.
And what are you working on for next week?
Well, we have the PGA Senior Open coming to Oak Tree and Edmond here in a couple of months, and we're going to take a look at how preparations and ticket sales for that are going.
Sounds good. Ted Struley, editor of the Journal Record. Thank you.
Thanks for having me.